This video is powered by BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% sign-up bonus. Start playing today with an exclusive offer. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.
Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back into the AFC South Roundtable. I am UCF Jaguar, and we're going to go ahead and give a recap of the Jaguars game. But first, shout out to BetUS for powering this video, guys. BetUS has a lot of awesome promotions going on right now. Mainly their 150% deposit bonus using promo code YouTube150 out there for you guys. Now, while there may only be one more Jaguar game left, we have both college football and NFL playoffs right around the corner. So, yeah, go ahead and use that promo code, and you guys will be able to get in on some of the fun. So, the Jaguars defeated the Titans 20-13. Now, I know I was one. I've been saying on the roundtable so often, I'm all about Team Tank. Let's lose games to, get a better draft spot. And the Jaguars did win this one. So, effectively, the Jaguars have now swept the Tennessee Titans. And since this is an AFC South roundtable, I should also say that the Jaguars, although they're 4-12, they do happen to be 3-2 against the AFC South. So, I guess maybe that's going good for them. I don't know. But yeah, and the main reason why I wanted to lose this one was because literally the Titans were going to fall from pick number 4 to pick number 9 or something like that. They were going to go back in a big way, but now that the Jaguars boosted them up, they now have the number 2 overall pick. So they will, at the very least, as long as they lose on Sunday against the Texans, be able to get either Shadur Sanders or more likely Cam Ward. So you're going to see a new quarterback for them, courtesy of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's funny when you look at the Jaguars' wins, they have 3 wins against the teams with the top 2 picks in the NFL draft. Definitely kind of funny how that works. So, yeah, the Jaguars really in this game. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr. again went off, 7 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown. If you play fantasy football and you had him on your team, it was a very, very good time to have him for your playoff run because I think he was a wide receiver 1 during his playoff run. He continues to be a beast. Mac Jones, I guess, an efficient day, 15 for 22, 174 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He has a lot of that Minshew in him. It's okay, solid game, but you never really come away super impressed. But, a couple of nice touchdown tosses. The best one was to throw to Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. also, when you add in his rushing yards, 107 all-purpose yards on the day for him. So that's really good stuff out of him. And really, the Jaguars should have lost this game if they had even an average quarterback. I mean, Mason Rudolph, had a wide receiver wide open that should have been a touchdown, but it wasn't. And then the Jaguars did wind up, kind of winning it at the very end there. So the Jaguars in Calvin Ridley's return, Calvin Ridley was talking all that smack after leaving the Jaguars. He had 5 receptions for 84 yards, and now he's 0-2 against the Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. So I guess that's pretty good to look at, right? So just overall, I mean, time of possession was basically split down the middle. It was a crap game between 2 crap teams just trying to end the season, honestly. There's not really too much analysis here. We just have one more game left. We're kind of looking at draft spot. And I know as Jaguar fans, I know the Titans aren't in the same situation. They have a brand new GM and a brand new head coach, but the Jaguars will very likely have nobody filling that spot this time next week. So we're all about moving forward, figuring out what draft spot we have, figuring out where we go with this head coach and GM search, and then we will be on the move. So, yeah, the Jaguars defeat the Tennessee Titans. If you're a Titans fan watching this, you are welcome. We went ahead and boosted you guys up in the draft order, and the Jaguars will sit here. They have pick number 5, and that's a pretty good spot. I just hope that they don't beat the Colts because that will probably back them up to number 9 or 10. Don't want that. Finish the business. Go ahead and lose against the Colts, and we can go ahead and move forward. But with all that said, appreciate you guys watching this recap. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring. Go Jags.
This video is being powered by BetUS, the #1 online sports book in the world. Use code YouTube150 to get your 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2. That's up to $2,000. We got Christmas football this week, folks. The Chiefs and Steelers and the Ravens and Texans. If you guys want to take advantage of the BetUS code YouTube150 to make your bets right here, go to betus.com.pa. We also got all the other games games this week. Make sure you guys check out BetUS. They got player prop bets, same game parlays, you name it. All right, so big time shout out to BetUS. Please bet responsibly. The proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.
All right, guys, final week of the NFL season. We have your two interdivision matchups between the Jaguars and Colts and also the Texans and Titans. So we'll go ahead and start with the Jaguars. They are traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Now, the Jaguars did defeat the Colts earlier in this season, and the Jaguars are 3-2 against the AFC South. So that's definitely an interesting one. So, yeah, the Jaguars this game, gosh, I hope we lose. I really, really hope the Jaguars lose. This will really affect the Jaguars draft order. They have pick number 5 right now, which isn't bad, but if they win this game, they're going to drop to like number 9 or 10 or something stupid like that. The Indianapolis Colts no longer have anything to play for either. What a mess of a season it was for them. Last year, it felt like they really squeezed every single win out of what the roster kind of gave to them. So they went into 2024 saying, you know what, this will be good. We overperformed last year. We have a good head coach. We have our franchise quarterback coming back. Everything will be awesome. And it wasn't awesome. The Indianapolis Colts, 7-9 this year, just an awful way to really have their season, just the way it all went with this Anthony Richardson going in and out, tapping out, and just the talent. The defense has been terrible for them. Shane Steichen now has all these question marks after just having a really good year last year. So it's just not a great situation, and I'm really curious to see what they do, next year in terms of just how they attack the offseason. I don't imagine they're going to fire head coach, but maybe Chris Ballard is gone. If Chris Ballard goes, is Shane Steichen bringing in a new GM with him? Is it a complete cleaning of the house? Is the GM maybe not going to want to come here because he's probably going to be tied to Anthony Richardson? I don't know. I think it's a kind of a tough situation over there. But with this game, I'm going to hope and pray that the Jaguars lose this one 18-14. I don't know how they get 18, but I think it's going to come somehow. And the final game, the Houston Texans traveling to Tennessee to play the Tennessee Titans. Now, another game with nothing to play for. Even the Houston Texans, they have a lock on the AFC South, but they also have a lock on the number 4 seed. They can't move forward and move backward, but you wonder if this could be a game where they could potentially try to get better. It's kind of crazy. The Tennessee Titans right now are, as of recording this video, they're actually 1-point favorites. So on BetUS. So that's definitely an interesting one. Like I said, the Texans have nothing to play for, but do they use this time to get better? The Houston Texans offense, it wasn't very good early in the year, and it feels like it's only gotten worse. Do they try to work on some things, or do they try to bench everybody? I know the line will move a lot once we kind of get word of that. But with this one, the Tennessee Titans, I don't think they're going to want to lose their spot. They are just not a good team. I mean, anybody that gets swept by the Jaguars are just straight up not a good team, and that's what the Tennessee Titans are. So I will have the Houston Texans winning this one 24-17. I think the Tennessee Titans have the ability to put up some points, but the Houston Texans, congrats to them. They win the AFC South in a completely awful year, and man, we gotta start having. I mean, last year was kind of fun, but still no elite team in the AFC South. We got to start having the NFC North type of stuff where the final game of the year is for the number 1 seed. You know what I mean? But it feels like we're very, very far from that. And questions revolving every single AFC South team. And I know if you're the Houston Texans, you just don't want to go into the playoffs to get blown out. I think one good thing going for them is that the Ravens currently hold our division leaders, so that'll most likely match up the Texans with the Steelers, which if I'm a Texans fan, I'd much rather play the Steelers than the Ravens, just pending the history of the last 2 years. The Ravens continuously give the Texans the beats by Dre, but yeah, it's not a good situation for anybody. But with all that said, yeah, that's my prediction here. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, those are my previews for the final week of the AFC South. It's been an awesome year, but it's going to be an even awesomer offseason where the Jaguars are going to be able to get Ben Johnson as head coach of the Jaguars, and then he can just hire whatever GM he wants. I'm not even that concerned about that. Just bring home Ben Johnson, and Jaguars are going to move forward and be great. And it'll be the Jaguars division in 2025. With all that said, appreciate you guys for watching. Drop a like on your way out. Go Jags, and thank you to BetUS.
This video is powered by BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% sign-up bonus. Start playing today with an exclusive offer. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports.